This video is sponsored by a very good friend of the channel and a patron of mine. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Hope you have a whale of a day. Thank you. Hello. Welcome. My name is Dr. Calliope. I'm going to be performing your examination today. How are you feeling today? Okay, well, I hope that we can make you feel at least just a titch bit better by the time you leave, okay? Alright, let me grab my clipboard real quick. Alright, would you mind just confirming your name and date of birth for me? Okay. Good. Excellent. Okay, so today we are going to be performing your annual physical exam. Is that correct? Okay. Is there any particular reason that you wanted to have this exam? Okay, very good. Yeah, it was just about due, so it's been almost a year. It's a good thing you came in right on time. So before we begin with the examination, I'd just like to ask you some questions about your medical history, a little bit about your habits, if that's okay. Okay, very good. So, have you had any changes to your medical history since we last saw you? Anything over? Okay. Very good. And what about your family history? Any new diagnoses, anything of that sort? Okay, very good. What about your allergies? Have those changed at all? Okay, very good. And your medication list, have there been any changes or taking any medications? And do you take any supplements at all? Okay. Alright, wonderful. So, in your lifetime, have you had any surgeries at all? Okay. Okay, yeah, wisdom teeth would do it. That would be a surgery. And approximately how old were you, or what age did that occur? Okay, wonderful. Any hospitalizations in the lifetime? Any major illnesses? Okay, very good. Alright, so I'm just going to ask you a few lifestyle questions, if you will. I'm not going to judge you at all. It's just a good gauge on your health and if there's any possible drug interactions, alcohol interactions that might occur if we were to give you any medicine, okay? Alright, any tobacco use at all? Okay, and alcohol use on a weekly basis? Okay, very good. And any recreational drug use? Okay, obscene amounts of caffeine. I feel that. Okay, very good. And what would you say your diet is like? Pretty healthy, maybe kind of average, unhealthy? Okay, alright, sounds good. And we could all use more fruits, vegetables, whole grains if you don't have any bodily aversions to that or anything like that. We could all use a little bit more of those, but on average, it's good. And what does your exercise levels or activities look like on a given week? Okay, sounds pretty good. Even just going on walks every couple of days, every day or so, that really makes a bigger difference than you think. Okay, I think that is all for my questions here. So now we're going to move on to the exam. So for the examination, I am going to need to be touching you for certain parts of it. Is that okay with you? Do I have your consent to do that? Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to pop on a pair of gloves real quick and then we will begin. And are you in any pain or have any complaints at all about your health? Okay, very good. If at any point you feel any pain or discomfort during the examination, please let me know, okay? It's important that you let me know. There we go. If you have any questions at any point, just let me know, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take a step back real quick, and I'm just going to take a look at the whole of you, okay? Just going to be inspecting you from head, shoulders, neck, okay, making sure everything looks good, okay? So, firstly, we're going to be starting off with an HEENT examination. Head, eyes, ears, nose, and throat, okay? So, with a annual physical examination, we're just going to be doing a basic run-through of all the major systems and whatnot. But we're just going to take a good glance, a good look into just your general health, okay? So first I'm going to be just inspecting and palpating along your head, if that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to get a little closer here. And I'm just going to start by feeling around your head here. Just see if there's any lumps or bumps or inconsistencies, really. Okay, just look along the hairline here. Do you have any trouble with scalp dryness or oiliness or any dandruff-like symptoms, sensitivities, redness, anything of that sort? Okay, it's good to hear. Checking along the hairline, just looking at the hair from the head, scalp. Okay. Alright, I think I am quite pleased with that. So I want to have a look at your eyes now, okay? So I just want to inspect them up close real quick. Just want to palpate around a bit. If you had any trouble with any eye pain or dryness, or any changes in your vision at all. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling down on your eyelid. I want you to look up for me, okay? Just pulling down, look up. Okay, that looks nice and pink. Excellent. Your sclera is nice and clear. I'm going to pull up on your eyelids and I want you to look downwards for me, okay? Just pulling up here, look down. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Alright, okay. Looks very good. Tear ducts are nice and pink. There's no redness in the eye. So I'm going to be doing a couple of eye tests for you today. We're not going to be reading letters off of a chart, but I am going to be checking your pupillary response, your accommodation reflex. We'll have you follow the light, okay? Name a few things. So firstly, I have a pen light here, okay? And I'm going to be checking your pupillary response. So I'll put my hand up between us here, and I'll shine the light in at an angle, and I'll shine it into one eye, for example, this one. When I shine that light into that eye, your pupil should react to the light. That would be your direct response, as I am directly shining the light into your eye. And if I were to do that same test, but instead watch the other eye, I'm looking for a consensual response, as when I shine the light into this eye should react in the same way. They should work together, okay? Just checking that that is all intact. So I'm just going to put my hand up between us, come in and look direct, 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 good, consensual, consensual, and consensual. Excellent. Let's do that for the other eye. Direct, 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 good, consensual, consensual, consensual. Excellent. That was great. So I'm going to be just swinging the light back and forth from one eye to the other. This is called the swinging light test. Just looking for any defects at all. So I'll just have you look straight at me. I'm just going to come in with the light and swing it back and forth and back and forth. How are you feeling so far? Perfect. You're doing excellently. Okay. Very good. So I'm going to test your eye movements now. I'm going to step back and I'm going to be shining the light, and I'll be moving my pen light around. I just want you to follow the movement of my light using only your eyes without moving your head, okay? Okay, I'm going to step back. Just follow the light using only your eyes without moving your head. Follow the light using only your eyes without moving your head. Follow the light. Come a bit closer to you. I want you to keep following the light up, down, to my right, to my left, up, down, to my right, to my left, and diagonally up, diagonally down, diagonally up. Okay. Let's check your accommodation reflex. So I'm going to have you keep looking at the light on the pen and just follow it in. Good. And out. Good. And in. And out. Okay, I'm going to switch to the other hand real quick. In. And out. And in. And out. Very good. Very good. You did wonderfully. So I will be just a moment, but I am going to swap out my otoscope attachment real quick, and we are going to do a little fundoscopy. And I'll be using this ophthalmoscope for that. So a fundoscopy is where I can take a little look inside of your eye, in the back of your eye, with a little light and a little magnifying glass, okay? So I'm going to be standing to one side or the other of you. I'll put my hand on top of your head for stability, and you don't have to do absolutely anything save for look straight ahead, okay? Okay, so I'm going to come to the side here, and I'm just going to put my hand on top of your head and put my ophthalmoscope right here. Take a little look. Okay. And I'm just going to come in with the ophthalmoscope and look around at the back of your eye. Okay. Alright, the blood vessels all look nice. The optic nerve looks nice. I'm going to go ahead and just come to the other side here. Put my hand on top of your head. Do that exact same bit. Except it'll be on this side. Okay, just taking a little look-see around. It's simply magical how one can use a tool such as this to look inside and behind your eye. Okay. Wonderful. I'm very pleased with that. So I am going to just write some notes down in regards to your eye test, and then we are going to move on to your ears, okay? So, firstly, I'm just going to be inspecting and palpating the ear itself. Look for any lesions or swelling, anything like that, okay? So, I'm going to come in quite close, and I'm just going to take a look here. Just palpate around the ear. Looking at the pre-auricular area of the ear. I'm going to pull back on the ear so I can take a look at the post-auricular area. Make sure there aren't any lesions hiding back here. I'm just going to palpate the earlobe up to the helix and the helix, tragus, antitragus. That all looks very good. I'm just going to take a little look-see at your other ear here. I can adjust. to be palpating along the lobe and the helix and tragus and tragus. All these areas. Okay, all felt good. No lumps, no inconsistencies, no redness, no swelling. So, I want to take a look at your external auditory medius, also known as your ear canal, which is going to be your middle ear. Okay? So, take me about a moment to just pop off my ophthalmoscope and put on my otoscope. Have you noticed at all any changes in your hearing or sense of balance at all? Okay. Nothing sounds muffled or quieter than usual? Maybe even louder than usual? Okay, very good. So, I'm just going to turn on my light. And now I'm going to take a little peek inside your ear after I put on a speculum. All of our speculums are sterilized. There we go. Just pop that on. Lock that in place. Pop and lock it. Okay, so we've got our speculum, got our otoscope. So I'm going to be pulling up and back on the pinna here and taking a look at the inside of your ear, okay? Okay, so pulling up and back on the pinna and inserting the otoscope into the ear canal and just having a little look-see at the ear canal. Just noting the hair growth, that the canal has any abrasions or any cerumen buildup or blockage. If there's any swelling or redness. Okay, and I'm going to look here at the tympanic membrane, making sure that it is a nice pearly gray color. See the tip of the malleus and the cone of light. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull the otoscope out of the ear. Put your ear back. Alright, that looked great. I'm going to do the same for your other ear over here, okay? So, just pulling up and back on the pinna and inserting the otoscope into the ear canal. And again, just looking at the pattern of hair growth, and there is a cerumen buildup or blockage at all. If there's any abrasions or redness or swelling of the ear canal, and take a look at the tympanic membrane, making sure there's no perforations, that it's intact. And nice pearly gray color. See the tip of the malleus and the cone of light. Okay, I'm going to pull the otoscope out of the ear. Very good. Very good. So I'm going to take off the speculum as it's been inside your ear and put on a new one. And I'm going to be taking a look at the inside of your nose while I have this ready. Okay, so you can just tip your head back for me so I can look at the inside of your nose. This shouldn't go into your nose at all, but clean speculums just in case, okay? So, just look up for me. Okay. Very good. looks good. There's not any drainage or blockages. Has your sense of smell been alright? Notice any changes? Okay. Aside from the usual seasonal allergies? Okay. So, would you mind just opening your mouth for me so I can take a peek? Okay. I'm just going to be using this light to look at the inside of your mouth. Okay. So, I'm going to take a look at the oral mucosa side of the cheeks. Okay. Would you mind bringing your tongue to the roof of your mouth? Okay, you can put your tongue down. Would you mind sticking it out for me? Okay, and can you move that from one side to the other? Very good. Okay, can you open your mouth really wide and say ah for me? Very good. Okay, very good. So, you can close your mouth, put your tongue back. So I'm just going to palpate along your nose and your mouth since we had taken a look at the inside first. Okay, along the mouth here. Okay. And you don't have a history of cold sores or anything like that? Okay, very good. Funny though how most humans do have herpes or cold sores. Very contagious. And a lot of people don't know it until they end up getting a cold sore. But luckily, those are easily treatable. Okay, so would you mind if I just palpate your sinuses and tap along your forehead and your cheeks? Okay, very good. So, I'm just going to press a little here. Is there any tenderness at all when I do this? Okay, no tenderness, no pain. Okay, and what about on your cheeks here? Okay, I'm just going to tap a little bit. That all feeling okay? Okay, what about along your cheeks here? Is that okay? Okay, very good. You go ahead and just take a quick break to write all this down. Okay, you haven't been noticing any changes to your sense of taste at all, have you? A lot of times that goes hand in hand with smell. Okay, very good. Alright. So I'm going to just palpate along your thyroid and your lymph nodes. Generally, one would do this from the back of you. However, I want to make sure you can see me at all times. I'll put your mind at ease a bit. So I can feel your thyroid from the front. Just takes a little bit of concentration. So is that uncomfortable at all right here? Okay. And can you swallow for me? Okay, very good. I'm going to go ahead and feel along your lymph nodes, under your jaw, along your neck, around your ears, back of your head, clavicle area, okay? I'm just going to just gently roll my fingers around to feel any lumps or distension, any hard bumps that can or cannot be moved. Okay. I'm just going to feel around your ears a bit. Okay, and back of your head here. Very good. And along your clavicle. Okay, very good. Alright. Nothing going on there. It's great to hear. So, let's see. Just jot that down and then we can move on to the cardiovascular portion of our examination. So, I have my stethoscope here at the ready. First, I want to palpate for your apex beat, okay? So I'm going to come in over here and I'm just going to feel around here, looking for the mid-clavicular line and then the fifth intercostal space right there, okay? I just want to feel that. Palpate the apex beat. Okay, very good. Let's take a little listen. Okay, so I'm going to listen to your heart now. I just want you to breathe normally for me, okay? So I'm just going to be placing the stethoscope here on your chest and just breathe normally, okay? Right. Just taking a listen to the valves in your heart, like the tricuspid or pulmonary or aortic or mitral valve. Take a little listen. So I'm just going to wrap around you here on your side. Take a listen here. Very good. Okay, that sounds great. So now I want to take a listen to your lungs, right? So I'm going to do 6 different places on your front and 8 on your back, okay? So when I tell you, I just want you to take deep breaths for me, okay? All right, deep breath in, deep breath out, 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 deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. So I'm gonna walk around to the back of you, more like the sides. You can still kind of see me, okay? Okay. So right about here. So I'm just gonna wrap around here, and I want you to take a deep breath in, deep breath out, 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 and deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay. Excellent. So now I'm going to be percussing on your back and your chest. So I'll be just putting my hand on your back or your chest, just tapping along and just taking a listen to the sounds that reverberate back, okay? So I'm going to start with your back. I probably will not be in view for this, okay? Okay, I'll let you know what I'm doing though. You can just breathe normally. Ready? I'm going to come back around to your front. Okay, now I'm going to be doing that on your chest, okay? So I'm going to place my hand here and good. Very good. Okay, that sounded excellent. Okay, so your cardiovascular and pulmonary exams, all good. So now we're going to do an abdominal exam. I'm going to have you lay down for me, okay? Right, and just relax. I'm going to step a little bit to the side here. Okay, so I'm going to have you lift up your shirt so I can see your abdomen. Okay, so first I'm going to auscultate your abdomen. Alright, so stethoscope might be a touch cold. Just place that on your abdomen. Okay, I'm just going to be moving the stethoscope around. Listen around. Okay, alright. All sounds really good. So now I'm going to be percussing on your abdomen, okay? So I'm just going to tap along your tummy. And are you having any pain or discomfort at all? Okay, so now I'm going to be palpating your abdomen. This might be just a touch discomfortable. Please let me know if there is any pain or tenderness, okay? So first I'm just going to do a superficial pressure. Just feel around, and then I'll do a more deep pressure. Okay? Going to first do our superficial pressure. Just feel around organs. If there's any hardness that there shouldn't be. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing that deeper pressure. Again, it might be a little uncomfortable. Really feeling around the organs, making sure there's not any tenderness. Okay, alright, that all seems quite well. So you can go ahead and sit up and let your shirt back down. Alright, we are nearly done, so I want to do a bit of a musculoskeletal exam. Then we have a short little neurological exam. Then we're all finished. Have you had any pain at all in any of your joints? Okay. I'm just going to be palpating all of your joints, okay? Your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, along your fingers, your knees, whatnot, okay? So just going to be palpating here. Please let me know if there is any tenderness, any pain. Just going to feel the joints in your fingers here. Nothing so far? Okay, very good. Alright, excellent. So I'm going to feel your knees. Okay, I'm going to go down and feel your ankles and your toes, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and feel your radial pulses here. You can just, there you go. You can see your wrists here. Make sure that they are even bilaterally. Okay, and then I'm going to check your post-tip pulses here. Very good, very good. So now I want to go ahead and test the sensation of your limbs. I want you to close your eyes for me, and I'm going to touch one side or the other, and I just want you to tell me that you felt that sensation, okay? You can say yes, you can raise your hand, doesn't matter, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to, good. Perfect. Excellent. Bodacious. Fantastic. I'm going to do that with your legs, okay? Great. Good. Okay, very good. And did those sensations feel the same on both sides? Okay, great. So I want to check your strength a bit, okay? So I'm going to first have you hold your arms up like that. I'm going to pull them towards me. I want you to resist me, okay? Very good. And I'm going to try to push. I want you to resist me. Okay, very good. And same with your hands here. I just want you to hold up your hands, and I'm going to try to push. Okay, good. And I'm going to try to pull. I want you to resist. Good. And do the same thing with your legs, okay? I'm going to pull back on your legs. I want you to resist me. Okay, and I want you to push against my hands here. So I try to push you back. Okay, same with your feet. I want you to resist me pulling them. Okay, now resist me pushing them. Okay, very good. Come back up. I'm going to test the reflexes in your arm and your legs. So first I'm going to grab your arm, and I just want you to lay it across mine. Just relax it. I'm going to put my thumb into the crook of your elbow, cubital fossa, and I'm just going to tap. Good. And do that. One. Very good. Now I'm going to do that for your other arm here. Just want you to lay that across my arm. Okay? And just going to put my thumb in your cubital fossa here and down. Good. Once more. Very good. So I'm going to do your knee-jerk reflex here. Just relax your legs. Okay. Ready? Good. Once more. Good. And the other side. Good. Very good. There we are. One last test for our musculoskeletal exam. I'm going to just check for any asymmetry in the alignment of your shoulders and your hips. Okay? So I'm just going to, there we go. Very good. Okay, now I'm going to check on your hips here. Check the symmetry of your iliac crests. Very good. Okay, let me just take a few notes. So lastly, we are going to have our neurological examination. So I'm going to ask you a few somewhat redundant questions, but it's all part of just making sure you are oriented to time and place, that your memory is intact. Okay? So, do you know your name? Good. And where's your current location? Where are you at? Okay. And what is today's date? Okay. Do you know the day of the week? Very good. And why are you here today? Okay, for your annual physical. Very good. Okay. I'm going to ask you to do a few tests for me. I'll have you get up from the bed here, and I want you to walk to the end of the room for me. Good. Now, if you could walk back on your toes. Walk on your tippy toes. Good. And now if you could walk back to the wall, but this time on your heels. Good. Now if you can come back, but go heel to toe with your toes touching the back of your heels. Heels touching your toes. Okay. Heel to toe. Okay. Very good. Alright, that concludes our neurological exam, and that wraps up our annual physical exam. Do you have any questions for me? Any concerns? Okay, very good. Well, I'm going to pop my gloves off real quick. Right. And I think that about does it. I can confidently send you off with a good, clean bill of health, and I hope we see you back next year about this time. Okay? Just jot down and sign this off. Very good. Okay. That's all I got for you. So, I appreciate you taking the time to come in, get your annual physical exam, and thank you so much for visiting our clinic. I hope that you have a whale of a day. I hope you have a good rest of your night.